Hello everybody, so today is just me, Tajay. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a chicken parmesan recipe. So I think it was last year I went to this party and I had chicken parmesan and it was very good. So today I decided that I'd be doing chicken parmesan. Now I'm Jamaican, I don't know how to cook that. So I went online and I searched up a recipe and let's see how it goes. Let's get cooking. Okay, so firstly on the recipe list, we have 4 skinless chicken breasts. So I went ahead and I got my chicken breast and I seasoned them with Jamaican seasoning. My mother made curry chicken in the previous video, so you could see the seasoning that she used. Okay, so 1 pinch of salt, so we have salt here. Okay, we also have 2 eggs. I have my eggs in this bowl. Breadcrumbs right here. So you could buy breadcrumbs or you can make your own. I made my own. Okay, next we have olive oil. We have our classic tomato sauce. And we also have our grated Parmesan cheese. Now feel free to make any of these if you want. You can make your own tomato sauce or your own Parmesan cheese. You could grate it. We chose to buy our own, sorry. Okay, so first on the list it says place chicken breast between 2 sheets of heavy plastic and pound until flat. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and do that now. Okay, yeah, so this is our saran wrap we're gonna use to pound our chicken. Okay. Okay, so I finished pounding my chicken, but I hope you guys seasoned your chicken before wash it, or wash then you season your chicken. But then, as I said, I finished pounding my chicken. Jamaican rule, as you're cooking, you clean your work area because you don't want when you're finished, like there's a whole sink of dishes for you to wash and everybody's complaining who should wash the dishes. Okay, so now, so next step on this thing is just beat your eggs and put in a bowl aside. So they only said to season it with black pepper and salt. Don't do that. Get a lot of seasoning and season your chicken properly. Okay, so we're gonna do our eggs now. So as I indicated, I have 2 eggs here that I'm gonna do now. Okay, so we're gonna beat these. Now, as I said, this chicken parmesan thing, I tasted it at, I think it was a wedding. It wasn't last year, it was probably the year before because the family business is photography and we have been I have been a lot of places. I've been on a yacht to a wedding and it was fun. And this lady was getting married and she was so nice. She offered, normally getting fed is like something in the package where you normally get fed. And she was like, oh, help yourself, eat all that you can. And I'm a fatty, so I ate all that I could. Okay, so now that your egg is beaten, we're gonna rest that to the side. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at my recipe again to see what's next on the list. Okay, so we beat the eggs, put it one side. Now it says mix crumbs and a half cup Parmesan cheese in a separate bowl. Okay, so this is my Parmesan cheese. Let's see, okay, so I gotta open it and take the top off. Okay, so they said to add a cup of this. Now, when I'm cooking, I don't use measurements. So I'm gonna, when God tells me to stop, I'll stop. So this is my breadcrumbs. As I said, I made my own breadcrumbs because it was hard to find in the store. So I just breadcrumbs. Use the bread, I toasted it, and then I used the grater to grate it. I seasoned it, add a little cornmeal, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna add a cup. About that. Okay, so I added that. Let's see what they said we should do next. Okay, so they said mix it in a separate bowl, which is this. I'm gonna mix the cheese and the breadcrumbs together. If you don't know what cornmeal is, in Jamaica we use it to make porridge. It's like, it's made of corn. It's like a grainy type of thing. So we're mixing our cheese and breadcrumbs together. I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese because I love cheese. Just a little. Okay, so they said to set that aside. Okay, up next we have place flour in a sifter or strainer. Sprinkle over chicken breast and coat each side evenly. So we're gonna get our strainer right here. And we're gonna place the chicken breast here, and as they said, sift it over. I don't know why the recipe says that, because normally it would be like dip it in the egg, but hold up, let me check it. Oh, they want us to sift the flour on first, then dip it in the egg, then dip it in the, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna rest place each chicken breast on the counter. Okay, so now I'm coating the chicken breast with flour, as they said in the recipe. So they said you coat both sides with the flour, and then you pat it down just to make sure you know your chicken breast is coated on both sides. And then you're gonna transfer to the egg batter, which I have here. So this is my egg batter. It's in here. I'm gonna transfer my chicken into my egg batter. And finally, we're gonna add it to the breadcrumb. Make sure you coat your chicken evenly on both sides when you put it in the breadcrumb. Okay, so step 7, we're gonna heat your olive oil. This is my olive oil, but I already put it in a cup, 1 cup. So we're gonna heat it in our pan. So you're gonna throw it out in your pan so you can heat it, so that you can fry your chicken. That's the next step. And just to spend less time, I already put my pot on for my spaghetti and added salt to it. So it's gonna go. So we're gonna heat this oil and start frying our chicken. So that's gonna be heating. In the meantime, I already put my pot on with salt in it to boil the pasta, or the spaghetti rather. So this is the spaghetti. So take your time, and we're gonna put it because the spaghetti is hard, you know, it's not gonna melt at once or dissolve at once. So we're gonna put it in the slanted, and it's gonna take its time and cook down until the entire thing gets in the pot. So I'll catch you in the next stage when I'll be putting my chicken in the pot. Okay, so now we're gonna fry our chicken. Our oil is heated. So this is our chicken. So you're gonna take your time, put the chicken as close to the oil as possible, and rest it in the pan. Because if you drop it, the oil is gonna splash up and burn you. So one chicken breast at a time. Okay, so my pot can only hold 3 right now, so I put 3 and I'm gonna let it fry, and then until it's golden brown on both sides. I guess you will fry it for like 4 minutes on each side, then you flip, let the other side brown for 4 minutes, then you take it out. When I'm finished frying, I'll come back and show you how it looks. Okay, so now that the chicken is brown on both sides and partially cooked, you're going to take it out. I'm using a basin, and you want to put napkin inside of it to drain the oil. So you're going to remove it from the pan into your basin. Okay, so I took the chicken out, as I said. I rinsed the pot out, cleaned it out with the oil and everything, and now I put it back on to heat up. I'm gonna make my sauce. So let me take a look back at my recipe. Oh, here it is. Okay, so for this part, they said that we need a baking tray. So this is my baking tray, an aluminum foil tin pan, and they said to place the chicken inside, your fried chicken inside the baking pan, and you will add your sauce to it, your tomato basil sauce, or your tomato sauce, and you'll add the Parmesan cheese on top of it to bake in your oven. So I'll do that now. But firstly, I'm going to be doing a little twist to my sauce. I'm going to heat it up first and add some Caribbean seasoning to it, even though it's an American thing. So I'm going to, as I said, I heated my pan. I'm going to add some onions to my pan. You're gonna let your onions cook until they're caramelized and clear. And to that, I'm gonna add some Goya. It's all-purpose seasoning. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that and let it cook. So meanwhile that's cooking, I'm gonna open my tomato sauce. Let me get a spoon, this spoon, and want to let my onions cook a little bit longer. This is basically just adding flavor to your sauce. Now, I guess you're gonna want to do this for like a good 3 to 4 minutes to let it, let the oil catch the flavor, and so that when you add your sauce to it that's already made, you're gonna add it to it, and so it can take the flavor from it. because we don't want it to be just all tomato sauce. We don't want it to taste just bland and tomatoey and soggy. Okay, so now you can see, I can see my onion is getting clear and caramelized. So now I'm going to want to add my tomato sauce to it. Now when you add your tomato sauce, you're going to want to taste it from time to time. Never dip your spoon in and put it in your mouth. You can dip your spoon and put it in your hand and then taste it from your hand. Or if you do taste it from the spoon, taste it and then put it in the sink and use a new spoon to do what you're doing in your pan. Okay, so I'm going to add about 2 spoons of my sauce. Let me see the recipe to see how much they added. Okay, so they said a 1/3 cup tomato sauce. Now I don't have a 1/3 cup, so I'm going to be using my spoon and add about 2 spoons. So 1, 2. And you're going to stir that in, let it get a little body, you know. Let it continue cooking. I'm going to add like another spoon of the tomato sauce. And I would say add tomato sauce because you know how much chicken you have. So you would add as much as you know could fit in your pan to cover your chicken. So I'm going to let this simmer down and cook to add to my bacon cheese. So in the next scene you'll see me adding my chicken to this, and then I'll be adding this sauce as well on top of the chicken, and I'm going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top. Okay, so now we're going to transfer our fried chicken to our pan. So now we're going to take each chicken breast and place them in your pan. So you're going to want to place them nice, evenly apart so that they don't stick to each other and they have space to cook in the sauce. And yes, my hands are clean, I washed them. Okay, so now that your chicken is in your pan, you're gonna take your sauce and you're gonna spread it over your chicken, like so. So you're gonna want to give each chicken a nice coat, and then if you have extra sauce when you're left over, then you could spread it a little bit more. And this is your chicken parmesan, well, my way. Let's just hope when it's done it'll taste good. Well, I tasted the sauce and the sauce is awesome, so let's see what happens. Okay, so now we're gonna sprinkle our Parmesan cheese over the top of our chicken, hence the name chicken parmesan. And this cheese is gonna melt down on your chicken. Okay. I'm just gonna use this to kind of evenly coat it, you know, over the chicken. I'm telling you, this is gonna taste good. And now that you have finished adding your cheese, Let me add a little bit more in this one. There you go. You're gonna place it in your oven. So mine has already preheated and it's at 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake it for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna add it to the oven. Okay, so we're gonna add it in the oven. Be careful. I'm not wearing gloves because I'm a professional. Okay, so as I said, you're gonna wanna let that bake for 10 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, so now you're gonna take it out the oven and plate it. Make sure you have your things because it's gonna be hot. I turned my oven off already. Looking good. Okay. So your pasta's already finished. You can add whatever you like to your life. You want to add salt, cheese, whatever you want to add to yours. I added a little bit of salt and cheese to mine for flavor. If you have oregano, you can add it on top as well when you finish plating it. So you're gonna get your dish, add some of your pasta to it. Okay, so now that you have finished putting your pasta in, now let me come closer to you. We're gonna put in our chicken parmesan. You get a nice piece to plate it with. Nice slice of chicken breast on top. Okay, so as I said, you could add whatever you want to your spaghetti to make it to your liking, but we're gonna add some salad on the side for presentation. Okay, so as I said, for presentation, we already pre-prepared some salad. So we have kale and some other stuff. I don't know the name of it. They look good, I like it. So we're just gonna slightly decorate it, I guess. If you want more sauce on your spaghetti, you could use the rest of the tomato sauce. Okay. So from my kitchen to yours, this is my chicken parmesan. Okay, so if you want to see me make something else in another video, you'll see me in other videos walking, talking to you guys and stuff. But if you want to see me make something else, you could share your ideas of stuff that I can make. Make sure you drop the recipe as well, because you know. Anyways, thank you for watching me today, and like, share, and subscribe, and that's it.